No light. What's happening? How's it going? Chilling. It was fine. It was a fine drive back. Thankfully, winter hasn't totally happened yet. Seems to be on pause. Presumably, winter will really kick in January, February. Yeah, I mean, they've been progressively less and less in our particular area, so presumably that will continue until the end. I know, yeah. Guess that's what they mean by reality has a liberal bias. Even the climate believes in change. Eh, it's all right. It's all going to work out. They're all going to have these nice hats to shield their eyes from the infinite sun. I haven't been paying attention to anything since I've been gone. I have got some uh, slight indications that some fun stuff has been happening. Mm, it's never glorious. It can be briefly pleasant, but never glorious. It is funny. It does seem that they're in the midst of figuring out amongst themselves that, well, they're figuring out what modern slavery is, and they're trying to decide which kind of modern slavery they prefer amongst themselves. They seem to be dabbling in a little bit of the old free speech amongst themselves. But, most of it is just those of us who've had shit figured out for a long fucking time watching the dumbest people on earth figure out the most basic shit. But not figure out in a good way. I mean, the outcome will still be bad. It doesn't have a good outcome, only bad. My mouse is dying. No. I have not brought up any of my shit, so I am lacking in certain cables and things that I harvested for my journey. I just don't know what I want to do. I didn't know what I wanted to do tonight. So you get the void for the moment. Suggestions are futile. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what to do now that I'm back. I'm pretty tired. I have a lot of cleaning to do. I have a lot of shit that needs to be brought upstairs. And before I left, I feel like I was kind of going overboard with the speedrunning of D. Fun though it was. Yeah, too much D. I also have Deep Fear in hand, but I'm debating on whether to try and figure out if there's any way at all that we can have a more pleasant experience. But as I recall before I left, I don't think my searches were yielding much. What? Oh. Were you trying to do eyes and you did whatever that is? It's so small I can't even tell what it is. Is that an envelope? A deep fear guide? No. I mean the fact that because it's a PAL game and it has some PAL specific stuff going on, it doesn't really render right for us. Everything is shifted down, presumably because of extra TV lines, something along those lines. Something along those lines. um, it'd be nice if I could find a fix for that. But unfortunately, it's really hard to find good answers. I know, but still I would like it to look nice. And looking nice would be seeing the entire screen. No, it doesn't seem like the RetroTink can do anything about it because I'm pretty sure it's due to the signal coming from the Saturn itself. And what I'm curious about is I wonder if I have a PAL Saturn instead, would that fix things? I wonder. It's infuriating trying to find answers because most of the time the discussion devolves into dickheads just focusing on the price and arguing about the price and not talking about whatever the question was originally or providing any kind of answers. Dickheads. The world is just full of dickheads. Like, I just want to know what happens if you buy a PAL Saturn and hook it up to an NTSC television and or a capture card and or a RetroTink. That's what I want to know. Will I ever find out? No, no, because there's just so many dickheads. I don't think I'll ever find the answer to this question. I'm searching though. I mean, frankly, I feel like we just let dickheads get away with being dickheads too much. Like the thread I was just looking at, someone should have been in there going, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That was not the question. That was not the question. Shut the fuck up. That's I kind of want to I want to go in there and just be like, hey, thanks for not answering the question, you dickheads. I just can't find an answer. I'm going to the wrong place. I'm searching the internet. I don't know. I need to probably just ask somewhere. Ask people who do this shit.
All my soft bits are getting tenderized.
Jade, thank you for 94 months. Appreciate it. Hi. I guess technically you're late, but nothing has happened. I have complained for a little bit and not much else. Yeah, I was typing away. The screen is definitely black. I can confirm it's looking quite black. I was basically just talking about how I had really no idea what I wanted to do tonight. I'm between things. I did a lot of D speed running. I feel like I'm ready to give that a break. We have deep fear, but once I encountered the video issue because it's a PAL game on an NTSC Saturn, that makes me want to hold off from starting that. I don't know. I just didn't have anything particularly in mind that I definitely wanted to do this evening. You've done it. You've done it, Dave. Perfect landing. 10 out of 10. How are you doing, Dave? How was your holiday? Did you have a holiday? Are you a holiday enjoyer? I don't even know. Oh no. That sucks, man. I'm sorry. Spicy little soups. Seems like a good plan. I spent my holiday with my family and dealt with the mental exhaustion of doing my best to not be a depressing little freak around them as much as possible. It's so much harder than you think it is when you're doing it, isn't it? I was good at first, but I ran out of battery quickly, is what I found. Well, I was trying to contain all the rancid vibes. Oh, yeah. I mean, maybe I'm interpreting this wrong, but it kind of sounds like you guys would be in agreement. Not really. Okay. My nephew is cool. Yes. The common problem. That's so similar um, to my experience without all the lawyer stuff, of course, but just like that whole thing of like, well, it's nice that we sort of fundamentally agree, I guess, but I'm way madder than you are. I can't stop it. I can't stop it. Don't talk to me. You do not want to open the lid. Yeah. But my nephew's a cool little guy. I'm excited for a future where hopefully I we get somewhere where we can have all of our shit set up. We can have our whole nerd emporium. And then I can invite him to check it out, I guess. I want to share that stuff with somebody. And he likes video games and nerd stuff. He's young, so that could all change. Maybe he'll maybe he'll think all this stuff is dumb in a few years and then the dream is dead, I guess, but it would be cool to share it with him. He asked for a 3D printer for Christmas this year, and that was cool. And it's a cute little 3D printer, barely the size of your thumb. It's bigger than that. but it's cool. Seems to work well. It just slaps like it's it's cool that we've got 3D printers to a point where they are more appliance like, you know, reduced a lot of the struggles so that your average consumer can kind of use one more simply. Well, he's just starting, so you know, basically what he is able to do are the sort of ready to go models. Um, and but it's the whole thing is geared for kids. It's called Toy Box if you want to look it up. Um, but it has its own app, and you can make your own little custom things. Sort of, it has like a tablet app, and you can draw stuff with your finger and then print it out. So it's like seems like a really good starter thing. And so I think we're very far from, you know, advanced crazy stuff. He's not very old, so can't really drag him into anything crazy right at the start. Um, I'm talking to a person. They asked me how much of the game is cut off. So now I need to try to get a screenshot of that, which I should be able to do from the VOD. Yeah, good, but I have not done any gunplay myself. You have summoned Kit. You have summoned Kit. Yeah, Kit emerges from the ground. Ugh. Mecha. But give me just a moment here. I want to try to get a screenshot for communicating with this other human. Fuck, I don't know which day. Was it the last day before I left? Or did we only do D? No, that's the day that I poked around a little bit with Deep Fear. So let's see. Aha. Okay, so this is. Okay. All right. So let's get a screenshot of that. Yup. And then oh god, I was doing silly stuff. Okay. New. Ah. New. No. There we go. Garsh. Al version. There we go. Send this off to them. Okay. And then also this person revealed that they don't have a Saturn, so I don't know what they'll be able to really help with, but I'm gonna try anyway. Do, do. I'll see what they say. I have kind of been developing the itch to go through Metal Gear. Ah, Zed, you have fallen for my trap. Yes, Dave. Yes. Oh no, Sith. Your appendix went spicy. I was expecting this, see, and that's totally fair. If I finish Prime 3, can I play Metal Gear then? Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. I know. There's many games I didn't finish. But in the case of Metroid, we're talking about finishing a block. A decade-long block, yeah. It has some weight to it. uh well, I don't know specifically what you're referring to, but I would imagine oh. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they said, I'm not sure then, unfortunately. I'll let a Saturn person take over. Basically, I just want somebody to tell me, like, yes, I tried this and it didn't work. Or yes, I bought a PAL Saturn and it did work. That's all I want to know. Or even better, if there's some other way where I don't have to buy a whole other Saturn. That'd be great. Well, that is definitely not true. It's just weird that the information isn't readily out there. You know? You would think it would be. Liz Star has played every Saturn game? My goodness. I don't think Metal Gear is that hard to understand, to be honest. By the way, for whoever said that, I think it was Kit. It's um I treat it like a comic book, really. That's it feels like a comic book to me. As far as I know, unlike PS1, Saturn software can't change the output refresh rate. You need a physical 50, 60 hertz mod to switch. That's interesting. I really don't think that's the refresh rate causing this. Huh, okay. So they're saying, well, say so they what they're saying is they said my guess is that this game is optimized for 288p 50 and there's not enough screen space with 240p 60 output. So I guess that's sort of an unspoken additional effect of having a 50 hertz, 60 hertz switch mod, because not only do you switch the refresh rate, it also changes the resolution. Seems like a lot of assumptions, but let me look up that mod. I never did do that. That's on me. Saturn 50, 60 hertz switch mod. But yeah, I think Metal Gear is fairly easy to follow. Like, there's a lot of characters, but they really wear their hearts on their sleeves, you know? If anything, that's probably the biggest criticism that exists of um, Metal Gear in general. Well, Metal Gear Solid onward, is that there are these long cutscenes. I always liked that. I always found that enjoyable. I like story in my games. But I mean, if you're not into the story, then it would be annoying to have a lot of unskippable movies. Trying to find. PAL models are the easiest to mod. NTSC ones are more problematic. Lift pin 79 on VDP2. Attach it to either +5 for 60 or ground for PAL. You could avoid lifting a pin, but you have to cut 2 traces and solder some extra wires. Oh boy. All right. Oh, what's this? The ultimate Sega Saturn switchless mod. I'm the original inventor of the so-called switchless mod, which I made for my Sega Saturn in 2004. I don't know how much confidence I have when the opening paragraphs about it are just some guy being like, I did this. Me. It was me who did it. Okay, buddy. Well, what did you do? Yeah. Yeah, what did Carmack say? It's like a story in porn. Stories in video games are like a story in porn. I mean, he was wrong. I think the majority of my favorite games are all story, all about the story. To be fair, he said that at such an early point in video games, um, that like he didn't really have the vision of what video games could be. Yeah, he's plenty wrong about lots of stuff. Hey Spy, how you doing? How does the switchless mod work? It's done by exchanging the green power LED with a multicolor LED and by multiplexing all needed functions on the reset button. Okay, that's a weird way of saying it. It made it sound like the LED is the thing doing it. It's like, oh, all you needed to do was put a different LED in there that supports multiple colors, and then you have all the regions. Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, like, I don't even know. Half-Life, for instance, is an example of a game that is story driven, but not in a exposition sort of way, right? It's an action game with a story, but you just action your way through the story. Whereas, Metal Gear is quite different. I'm doing all right. Just got back. I always confuse everybody. I should put text up. I don't know why I don't do that. But yes, a black screen is what you should be seeing. I didn't know what I wanted to do tonight, so I just went live and I'm just shooting the shit. Actually, it feels awesome to just be able to go live and shoot the shit and not be staring at the internet and wondering how many frames I'm dropping and so on. This is leagues beyond what I've had to deal with for the past week, so I'm feeling fine with it. Okay, so you switch out the LED, which is just a nicety. Oh my God. Okay, so the idea is that you push the reset button for a specific amount of time, and that will change the region. Okay, great. But what about other details? Building the board. Oh, you need a damn programmer and a chip. You have to make a little board. There's a diagram, and at the bottom it says copyright this guy. Well, it doesn't say that literally, but it's copyright 2004, the person. Attaching it to the flip side, blah, blah, blah. It's funny because this is so technical and it doesn't explain what the actual effects are ultimately. What I kind of wanted here was confirmation that such mods result in a resolution change. Here's a wiki about it. A wiki usually has information. Yeah. Well, I got the soldering slash desoldering station for Christmas, so I have projects lying all around me that need doing, but I also need very much to practice before I do that. Um, I don't intend to go around and destroy all my consoles by trying to RGB mod them without having practiced a bit. Video mode, blah blah blah. Yes, yes, outputs 50 hertz and output 60 hertz. But what about the TV lines? Does that do anything? That's what this guy said. It's so weird how people can talk at extreme length about a thing and not talk about one really specific aspect of it, despite all of the surrounding specificity. Does Saturn region switch mod change resolution? Hmm. Motherfuckers are gonna make me lose my mind. Okay, so Saturn region switch mod. I'm just gonna search for the resolution and see if someone talks about it. 280p 50. I have soldered some stuff before, but not much. Okay, well, I found a mod kit for sale. 12 pounds. Not bad. Um, it doesn't confirm it explicitly, but it says 50 hertz slash 60 hertz video switching for full speed, full screen gaming. That emphasis was mine. Oh my God, they say it again. Oh, I think this mod kit is going to be for PAL Saturns. Anyway, they don't explicitly say it here. Well, there's lots of little cheap soldering practice kits and things like that, um, which is, I think, what I will do initially to kind of, get comfortable with doing it. On stuff that I just don't care about. I forgot to mention this, but I also got one of those vibration bath things. I forget what the actual real name of it is. Ultrasonic cleaner, thank you. Yeah, got an wiggle water. So that I can also do stuff like clean electronics. Um, so that I can do things like if I want to, I don't know, like if I've got a board that needs some fixing up or whatever, and it's got gunked up somehow or whatever, I can throw it in there and clean it up that way. Oh, maybe I found a thread. Ew, it's on a Chan board. This this is the worst. But someone actually mentioned the resolution. So I can't play Saturn games on a European Saturn at 240p 60 instead of 288p 50 without a physical mod? Fuck, okay then. Is that all I get? That's all I get? I'm never gonna get this confirmed. The only way I'm ever gonna know is to just do the mod. That's the only way I'm ever gonna find out. Yeah. How does this information not exist in a easy to find way? It seems like it's just not mentioned because it's just part of it. I think that's what's up. I think if you switch it to the 50 hertz mode, it just is also changing the resolution as part of that. I think that's what's up with this. Yeah, I feel like maybe I should have my own website for documenting some of these things for myself, but also for others. There are a number of wikis, but it's it's all over the place. Like I'm trying to think of any. There's various places that have consolidated information. I think videogameperfection.com is one, but it's kind of a store and forums. It's not really a wiki. Another one is retrorgb.com, which is also the dude behind that site is also a YouTuber. Is it not .com? No, it is retrorgb.com. Again, not a wiki. There's one. It has a weird name. Is it Junker HQ? Okay, well that didn't work. Let's just try searching for Junker HQ. Oh, it's junkerhq.net, not .com. Or not. I mean, it seems related, but this is not the wiki. Is this the creator of, I think it's the creator of 240p Test Suite. I did not remember that. Junker HQ site. Oh my God, they have like their old, their old site. That's cool. I feel like there's a wiki. Oh, there's the OSSC wiki. I don't know if that's what I was thinking of, perhaps. Yeah, I don't know. There's information around, but it's just disparate. It's spread all over the place. There's also the Shmups forums. Anyway, I'm looking forward to getting into all that. I want to do not just like RGB mods, but Macho Nacho has basically been filling my head up with tons of stuff that I want to do. And if you're unfamiliar, Macho Nacho is a YouTuber who essentially covers console mods. And in fact, I have one that I need to watch. Put out a video about Dreamcast modding, and I really need to get my Dreamcast up to snuff. He had one the other day. The I think I've mentioned this already, but the PS Portable looks awesome, and it would really be nice to kind of integrate the PSP in my setup in a more console way. Basically, it consoleizes a PSP and lets me use a wireless controller, and that would be sick. Yes, Dreamcast modding is getting out of hand. To be honest, the picture in the thumbnail, I don't even know what I'm looking at. It doesn't look like a Dreamcast at all anymore. It almost looks like a Photoshop joke. So I'm very curious, and I'm gonna have to watch to see what's going on with all this stuff. I need to get into my Dreamcast and just fix that goddamn battery problem. I'm so sick of having to set the time every time I turn on my Dreamcast. So I'd really like to fix that. Oh, yeah! Sir Saro, thank you for 68 months. But yeah, if I'm feeling good about it and confident, I have that quote unquote microscope camera. So I might get into doing these projects on stream. We'll see. Hey, baby. How you doing?
Good.
Good.
What's going on?
Nothing. Just shooting the shit. I don't know what else to do tonight. Talking about future mod work I'd like to do. Once I get some soldering chops together.
Yeah, we gotta set up all your stuff. We have to unload the car.
We have to unload the car. Well, I'm going to unload the car tomorrow. And clean and yeah. That's basically my entire
No, don't
tomorrow.
suck me.
Oh my god, what an alert. What an alert. Jesus Christ. Bellman, thank you for 131 months. That was devastating. Whew. Yeah, that was really something. But yeah, so the Saturn 50 hertz, 60 hertz switch mod doesn't seem like a terribly hard mod. So that might be one I could get to sooner rather than later. I also have a spare Saturn or two. Not that I'm planning on fucking one up, but I have a backup. It may matter because I think the different motherboard versions can cause issues. Anywho, I think I will call it early. Because I just, like I said, didn't really have any other game plan tonight. I just wanted to check in. I'll figure out what we're doing tomorrow. There's many things on the agenda to do. If you guys are interested in Blue Stinger, we could maybe get that going in the meantime. And I also have not abandoned my desire to do Silent Hill 2 and Alan Wake 2. I still want to make those happen. If you're down with that. So, yeah. And I guess I should do Metroid Prime 3 at some point. And I also want to do Metal Gear. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Anyway. Thanks for hanging with me, y'all. I appreciate you. I hope you're well. Have a beautiful evening. I will be back tomorrow.